Hello students. In the last video we discussed about electromagnetic induction. So what is the meaning of electromagnetic induction and two activities related to electromagnetic induction that we studied. So hope you understand students. And before that we studied construction and working of electric motor. So in that we discuss Fleming's left hand rule. So now we are going to discuss Fleming's right hand rule. So electric motor based on Fleming's left hand rule. So what we studied in the Fleming's left hand rule? Hold your forefinger, middle finger, thumb such a way they are mutually perpendicular to each other. How they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Here forefinger shows the direction of magnetic field. Middle finger shows the direction of current, and this thumb represents the direction of motion of conductor. So this we discussed in the Fleming's left hand rule. Now we are going to discuss Fleming's right hand rule. Both the rules are same. So in left hand rule we pass the current. What we pass? We pass the current and we detect the direction of the conductor. Here in this Fleming's right hand rule, same it is. There left hand was there, here right hand is there. Difference is this only. Procedure and sentence formation is same. Hold your forefinger, middle finger and thumb such a way they are mutually perpendicular to each other. There we pass the current, but here current is not there. So what is there? So when we rotate the coil in the magnetic field, then the current is produced. So that current is called induced current. Means production of current, generation of current is called induced current. So here current is generated. So what it will be there? If we hold forefinger, middle finger or center finger and thumb such a way that they are mutually perpendicular to each other in this way. This way. This way. Understood? If it is up, so it is down also. So how we are holding according to that. Okay. So in this way if we hold our forefinger, middle finger, thumb such a way they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Adjust the forefinger in the direction of magnetic field. What? Adjust the forefinger in the direction of magnetic field. Center finger, a thumb stretch upward means it shows the direction of motion of conductor, and the center finger shows the direction of induced current. What will show the center finger? Direction of induced current. So this statement is called the Fleming's right hand rule. So how we can write? Stretch your forefinger, middle finger and thumb of your right hand. This word is important. In such a way they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Adjust the forefinger in the direction of magnetic field and thumb points towards the direction of motion of conductor. Then the direction in which middle finger points gives induced current. In the conductor. So this is the Fleming's right hand rule. What is the Fleming's right hand rule? In the textbook diagram is given. So that diagram you have to draw. So what is given in the Fleming's right hand rule? Stretch your forefinger, middle finger and thumb of your right hand. Your middle finger of your right hand in such a way they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Adjust the forefinger in the direction of magnetic field and thumb point towards the direction of motion of conductor. Then the direction in which middle finger points gives induced current in the conductor. Whatever current is generated, so that current's direction is given by middle finger. So this statement is called the Fleming's right hand rule. So both left hand rule is used in electric motor. Now right hand rule we are using in the generator, because here current is generated. So which equipments in which electricity is generated, that equipment, that instrument is called generator. So this Fleming's right hand rule we can use in the generator. So generators are of two types, AC generator, DC generator. So what is this AC and DC? To understand AC and DC, first we will discuss what is the meaning of AC and DC. So now we will discuss comparatively what is AC and DC. So here differentiate between AC and DC. So what is the meaning? So in difference between form we will discuss what is the meaning of AC and DC. So difference between, how to write? In the two parts. We will make two parts and has to write the difference, not one below other. So remember these things. So AC first. AC means alternating current. What is the long form of AC? Alternating current. What is the long form of DC? DC means direct current. So first we wrote the long form of AC and DC. Now definition of AC and DC. Actually, what is the meaning? Definition. What is the definition of alternating current and what is the definition of direct current? The current reverses after equal interval of time. Is called alternating current. What is the meaning of alternating current? The current reverses after equal intervals of time is called alternating current. And what is the meaning of DC current? DC current, the current flows only in one direction, is called direct current. What is the meaning of direct current? The current flows which flows only in one direction. Means if it is going straight, so it will not come reverse. So such current we call direct current. But alternating current, it will go straight and again it will reverse with the same path. But that reverse is after equal interval of time. And that after equal interval of time, the current is reverses. So first it is going in 1 second straight, then again it will come reverse in the next second. So like that current we call alternating current. Then third, where we are using alternating current and direct current. Alternating current we are using in our household. Whatever electricity is coming in our home, that is the alternating current. Current used in domestic purpose is alternating current. And direct current, current used in torch, radios, mobiles is DC current. Whatever cell we are using, so that cell is the what is direct current. So who is producing generators and power stations produce alternating current, and who is here producing battery, cell are producing DC current. What is the symbol of AC current and DC current? So symbol for AC, alternating current is, this is the symbol, similar sign is the symbol of alternating current, and symbol for DC is symbol of same, is the symbol for DC current, direct current. Okay. Now AC current we can transmit for the longer distances. AC current transmitted for longer distances, but DC current cannot transmit for longer distances. Understood this? So these are the 6 points, and how much it is the frequency of AC current. Last point is frequency of AC is 50 Hertz. How much? 50 Hertz. Frequency of alternating current is 50 Hertz in India, and here frequency is 0. Frequency of direct current is 0. So in this way, these are the AC and DC, alternating current and direct current. So these 7 points I gave, and this difference between it is very, very important for the exam point of view. So carefully you have to study it. Understood, student? So this is the AC and DC current. Now we will go on the generator. Now electric generator. So what is the meaning of electric generator? Generator means to generate. Those who are generating, what they are generating? Electricity. So a device which generate electricity is called generator. So how to write the definition? The device which convert mechanical energy into electrical energy is called generator. What is the definition of generator? The device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy is called generator. So there are two types of generator. There are two types of generator. So which are the two types? First, AC generator, and second, DC generator. Which are the two types of generator? AC generator, and second is DC generator. So what is the difference here? The generator which produce alternating current is called AC generator, and generator which produce direct current, that is called DC generator. So both they are in electric motor. How we wrote principle, then construction, working. In the same way, here we are discussing AC generator and DC generator. So first we will discuss the principle of generator. What is the principle of generator? Principle of generator. On what principle generator works? Question it will come for 1 mark. So this is very important. So at what principle the generator works? The generator works on the principle that, what is the principle? If the conductor is moving in the magnetic field, then it produces induced current in the conductor. In electromagnetic induction we studied, if we move the coil or straight conductor in the magnetic field, then the galvanometer will show the deflection. So means current is generated. So if the conductor is moving in the magnetic field, then it produces induced current in the conductor. On this principle, the generator is working. So what is the construction? Construction of generator, AC generator. Principle is same for AC and DC generator. Principle is same for AC and DC generator, but construction and working is different. Little difference is there, not big difference. So how we drawn the circuit diagram for electric motor? Same circuit diagram it will come. So what it will come? This is the armature coil. What is this? Armature coil. Kept in the magnetic field. Kept in strong magnetic field. So for strong magnetic field, what we are using? Horseshoe magnet. What we are using? Horseshoe magnet for strong. So this is armature coil. This is horseshoe magnet or strong magnet. So one end of the armature coil is connects to the one split rings and other is connected to other end of the armature. Two halves of the slip rings. What is this? Slip rings. In electric motor we use split rings. Split rings commutator we used in electric motor. And here we are using slip rings. They are having the groove. Gap is there in between. And what is connected here? Here carbon brushes, a pair of carbon brushes. This is the carbon brush. This is slip rings and this is carbon brushes, a pair of carbon brushes, and this carbon brushes is connected to galvanometer. Here we are not passing the current, we are generating the current. So in electric motor here we showed battery, means we pass the current, but here we will not pass the current, we will generate the current. What we are doing? Generating the current. When the armature coil is rotating in the magnetic field, so it generates the current, and that current is detected by galvanometer. So what is this? Galvanometer. So this is the circuit diagram for AC generator. And at the center, this dotted line I showed, this is the axle, or it is called shaft. Shaft or axle. You are observing in the motor, the having in the middle rod is there, on which we are connecting the blades. Fan blades we are connecting, that is called the shaft or axle. So this is the circuit diagram for AC generator. Both diagrams are same, only difference is what? There we are using split rings and here we are using battery. But in AC generator we are using slip rings and galvanometer. This is only the difference. So how to write construction? For writing the construction, whatever we connected, that step by step we have to write. So first, what will come? Horseshoe magnet. Number 1. Or here we will write strong magnet. So first, so strong magnet, horseshoe magnet is used as a strong magnet which produce strong magnetic field. What they are producing? Strong magnetic field. So what is the work of horseshoe magnet? To provide strong magnetic field, we are using the horseshoe magnet. Second, what is there? Second is there armature coil. So how armature coil it is made up of? Large number of turns of copper wire insulated on the soft iron core. That we call coil. In our daily language, what we can say? One nice word is there. Winding. What we are telling? Winding. We are telling due to short circuit winding burn. So that winding is the armature coil. So a large number number of turns of copper wire insulated or wrapped around a soft iron core. This is the armature coil. Third, then what we connected? Slip rings. Slip rings. So here armature coil is rotating in strong magnetic field. Then slip rings. Two halves of slip rings is connected to both ends of armature coil. Two halves of slip rings are connected to the both ends of the armature coil. Then what is? Carbon brushes. So two halves of slip rings are pressed by a pair of carbon brushes. What is the use of carbon brushes? To start and stop the flow of current. So they are having the gap. So what will happen when the carbon brush, it will come in between the gap. So current will break. And pointer of galvanometer, it will come on 0. And again it will start rotating, so it will again connect and it will show the deflection in the opposite direction. So for that purpose we are using carbon brushes. And then fifth, galvanometer. Galvanometer or bulb. Out of to anyone we can. Both work is same to detect the current in the circuit. So galvanometer is used to detect the induced current in the circuit. Means current is induced in the circuit or not, produced or not, that we detect by using galvanometer. So this is the construction of AC generator. In this way, these 5 main parts are there. So their explanation we have to write in 2-3 lines. So your construction it will completed. Now next it will come working. Working of AC generator. You know how is the generator? Here electricity we are not using, electricity is generating. What we are doing? Electricity is generating. So for that purpose, in your home or in DJ, in functions you are using, so there you observe they having the handle, or household small generators are there in the shop we are using. So they are having the rope, we are pulling the rope, or with the handle we are moving. And when we will move, so for what purpose we are moving? This armature coil is rotating in the magnetic field. When the armature coil is rotating in the magnetic field, it generates the electricity. You see, after pulling that rope, so armature coil is moving inside the generator, and when we will pull fastly, so that armature coil is continuously rotating in the magnetic field and electricity is generated. In our day-to-day life we are observing whenever current is not there, so in shops they are using the small generators. So how this generator did the work, means how it will work. So what we are doing, this armature coil, so what is here, A, B, C, D. If we will give the name A, B, C, D, so when we will rotate, so what will happen? Suppose this is the armature coil. So first armature coils, this A, B, C, D. So this AB arm, it will go up, and then it will go right, and CD arm, it will come to the left. So in this way, continuously rotating the sides. So due to that, what will happen? Current is generated. It will break. This armature coil is rotating in the magnetic field, and it breaks the force of magnetic force of attraction. And due to that breaking the magnetic force, so what will happen? Here electricity is generated, and that electricity is generated on the principle of Fleming's right hand rule. So here what is, this is the armature coil, means conductor. This is the magnetic field. In which direction magnetic field is there? So magnetic field is in this direction. So armature coil is rotating, so it is perpendicular to the magnetic field, and current is generated. So all these three things are mutually perpendicular to each other, and according to Fleming's right hand rule, the current is induced in the circuit, and that current is called alternating current. So this generator producing alternating current, that's why it is called AC generator. So in this way you have to write AC working of AC generator. So don't forget to write this working. Here I am not giving from the textbook. You have to search this working and write down. In the textbook it is given. So how it works, that I explain. So you can write down working of AC generator. The remaining things I explain here. Okay students, hope you understand this AC generator. Now we will go on the DC generator. Now DC generator. See, I kept as it is all the things, whatever we wrote for AC generator. Now here I gave the name construction of DC generator. See what difference I made in the figure. All the things as it is. Only in place of slip rings, what is there? Split ring commutator, like electric motor. Whatever circuit diagram is there for electric motor, same circuit diagram for DC generator. Only in motor we use battery, in generator we are using galvanometer. This difference is there. Remaining all the things are same. So by connecting in this way, what we will get? DC generator. In place of slip rings, what has to use? Split rings. Split ring commutator. Construction, it will come same. Strong magnet, armature coil. Here, what it will come? Split rings commutator. Split rings commutator. Carbon brushes, galvanometer. Same. And working also near about same. Understood? So this is the construction of DC generator. So hope you understand, student. AC and DC generator, their principle, construction, working and circuit diagram. So this question is very important. For 5 marks they will ask. For 1 mark they will ask principle. If they ask 2 marks, so construction they will ask. If 3 marks they will ask, so what they will ask? Working of. That is for 3 marks. And whole complete question if they will ask, so it will ask for 5 marks. So electric motor, AC generator, DC generator, out of 3, 1 it will come in the exam. So study it properly, write all the things properly. It is not so difficult. Just you remember the circuit diagram and write down. So hope you understand, student, this. So now next it is the domestic circuit. So that we will discuss in the next video. So till up to that, thank you and have a nice day.